Hey guys, welcome to a new weekly recap. And as always, I'm going to show you guys what trades I took this week. How was my performance throughout this last couple of days? Honestly, it was not the best week at all. We had a bunch of losses, but at the same time, we had two take profits. So first, let's dive into my trading journal real quick. I hope the screen and the quality looks nice because I'm not at home right now, so I don't have my monitor where I basically organize my OBS properly. So I'm just recording with my computer and like a tripod here, kind of improvising. But let's go real quick to what really matters. So this week started in this point. So since this here, so all this data, right? That was basically my week. So as we can see, I had one take profit, two take profits, and the rest were basically losses. So if we add all this together, we ended up the week in -2R. Honestly, as I said before, it was a complicated week. Every single one of these setups met our rules and plan, but unfortunately, they didn't work out. As you guys already know, it's not an easy and kind of like calm moment in the markets, considering that Trump is doing a lot of stuff. The markets and the volatility, it's insane. The stock market, it's kind of crashing. It was a little bit better the last couple of days of this week since he kind of announced he was delaying the tariffs. But anyways, that's kind of aside from the Forex market. So let's stick to what we're doing, which is just trading the Forex market itself. So let's dive real quick into the trades. Actually, I'm going to show you what trades I'm currently in. So I'm only in this trade, Euro AUD. It's already risk-free, so my stop loss is already at the break-even point. Let's see what happens. This is always a 1, 2, 3 risk reward. So let's see if we can have a nice take profit to the start of the week. And these are my pending orders right now. So Euro NZD, AUD JPY, NZD JPY, Euro CHF. The internet is lagging, but yeah. GBP Chef is also a pending order, Euro GBP, AUD CAD, Euro CAD, USD JPY, and AUD NZD. As you guys can see, there's a lot of trades that are similar to each other. There's correlated opportunities for the markets in this upcoming week, but I'm going to take all of them, of course, managing my risk properly, spreading my trades across all my accounts, as I always do. And this is basically my mural. If you guys saw my previous video on YouTube, I explained how I use this to organize my pending orders properly in the most efficient way possible. And those are basically the trades I have pending at the moment, the ones that have the thumbs up. And the ones that don't have the thumbs up, I still need to set my pending orders in the market. Also, I still need to place the pending orders, the ones that have this red tags in here, because I only have the pending orders. So these ones are still pending. But anyways, that's basically how I'm organizing everything. And also, I wanted to show you guys this. I calculated how I'm doing on each Profit Challenge plus my funded account. So I'm currently 0% on my phase two. So as you guys already know, if you follow my Instagram profile, I passed my phase one on the new 10K account that I bought with FTMO. So I'm currently trading my phase two, and I'm currently in this Euro AUD short, which is this one right, on my 10K account on FTMO, the phase two. So let's see if I can actually have that take profit. And if I do, and I take that full take profit, I'll pass this phase two and become funded with FTMO for a 10K account. So now will be one 10K account with FTMO and 20K account with the Fivers. So total of 30K funded, which is really nice. I have another phase one with the Fivers in -6 drawdown. Let's see what happens. That might be blown, or if we have actually these two take profits as a hypothetical example, then there's going to be a break even again. Alpha capital is 0%, and this one is 1% up. So honestly, really nice. Then we have this 25K account that, as you guys already know, I bought this account a while ago. It's not blown yet. It's -7.2%. And this one actually suffered from the losing streak. You guys already know that I had a tough losing streak of over 10 trades in a row. So of course I blew the other 25K account with FTMO, but this one is still surviving. It was close and I have it in -7.2%. I'm taking all the trades in here. Honestly, I don't care about this account anymore, but I'm currently trading it completely normal as I'm doing with my funded account. And let's see if we can take this account back to break even and start trading with a little bit more risk. So we'll see what happens. And then this is my funded account with the 20K account, the Fivers, and we're currently -5.4%. I already explained this. I'm risking 0.5%. Fortunately, This one also suffered from the losing streak. Immediately after I passed this funded account, I become funded with the fibers. I immediately had a tough losing streak, no wins at all, only losses. And of course, this account went into a deep drawdown, but we're still getting back to it. It was almost in -8% drawdown, but now it's in -5.4%. So let's see if we can take this account back to break even, get my refund back, and start making some profit from this. So we'll see what happens. And I haven't basically placed any orders on my personal account this last week. I didn't. Honestly, I was more focused on this one, so I don't have any updates on this one, as well as how this is doing based on percentage. So that's basically a quick recap of my trades, how my profit challenges, as well as my funded account is doing. And let me show you real quick the trades I took for this week. So now let's dive in my trading journal and let me open all these links, all the trades I took, and let me show you everything as transparent as it gets. Let's open this real quick and starting on this one, which was the first trade, which was a take profit from this, is where we started this week. So let's open everything real quick. Okay, so now all the screenshots are open. So let's dive into the trades. So I'm gonna basically start from bottom to top. So from this part to this part. So let's start with this stop loss real quick on AUD and SETI. So this is one of the stop losses. Some might say that I was kind of trained. I'm very aggressive. I basically follow my rules, liquidity sweep, break of structure, fair value gap in the movement, and it was a very fast stop loss. And this one on Euro CAD, it was also a fast stop loss, liquidity sweep, break of structure. This was not the strongest break of structure, but at the same time, I follow my rules. I took it, and that's stop loss that case. This was a take profit on CAD Chef, really nice. This was a very impulsive way to get to our entry. This was when basically Trump was speaking, but thankfully this one hold and we were able to have a take profit. I also took some correlated pairs that they didn't work out. It was a stop loss. I'm going to show you a couple of them, but this one ended up working. 3R in this one, so really nice. This was a GBPUSD loss, nothing to do about it. Same rules, same things. For value gaps to the movement, so that was valid for me. This one was a great example. So this was also a correlated pair compared to the cat chef, which was this one. This one unfortunately didn't work out. We got stopped out, and then price moved back to the take profit, but without us, which is unfortunate. Also, this one, I decided to take the more aggressive range from this high to this low, but this one was also a stop loss for those who took it from this high. Then we have this stop loss, same rules. You can see really sweet break of structure, took it from this low for value gap. So it was completely valid. Okay, so I had to change from camera because, as I said, I'm improvising. My cell phone stopped working, so I'm now recording with the camera of my computer. But anyways, as always, doing everything to show you guys without missing out on any single video showing you my performance. But let's get right into the last two trades. So this was in CAD JPY. This was very unfortunate because I got stopped out for less than a pip. And price after stopping me out, it immediately run through my take profit back without us, which is really unfortunate. So that was a -1R. And finally, NZD JPY. No, sorry, NZD CAT. This was a nice take profit award for a 1, 2, 3 risk reward. And as always, liquidity sweep, break of structure, and for value gap. So those were the trades I took. Now let's close this things real quick and let me show you how I'm doing. So basically check our dashboard on my trading journal, and this is how we're doing for the year so far. So we're currently 7R for the year, 4R on April, -6 on March, 4 on February, and 5 on January. So this is honestly solid, despite of course having a -6R on March and consistently being profitable each month. We're only 2 weeks on April, so let's see how we keep doing this next upcoming weeks. But as always, keep taking the same setups, forget about the previous losses, and just keep executing the plan without changing anything. And forget about, of course, complicating and overcomplicating our system because we know it works. We have proven data on our backtesting. So the idea is just to replicate as exact as possible our performance and our trading style on the live markets, of course, compared to what we did on our backtesting data. So yeah, that's basically how I'm doing. My equity starting to climb back from this tough drawdown. So let's see if we're able to finish April on profit, and at least we're able to recover from this previous month, which was honestly really bad. So you guys can see my total win rate is really low. Of course, I've made a lot of mistakes. There's something called human margin error that, of course, makes our execution different to our backtesting. But that's how we're learning. It's important to reflect on ourselves, know what we're doing good, what we're doing wrong, and based on that, be able to improve in the long run. And that's what honestly matters. But of course, without changing our system, because if we change our system, we start back from zero, and that's basically a repetitive cycle where we never achieve success. So that was all for this weekly recap. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys keep liking these recaps, make sure to subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. Sorry again for the quality. I know it's not the best quality. Maybe the sound of it is not the best as well because I don't have my microphone as well in here. But as always, showing you everything without missing on one of my weekly recaps. That's it for this week. I'll keep you updated on my Instagram stories based on all the trades I have, and see you in the next video. Take care.